The news of Admiral Kextha's failed invasion spread through the Zephyrian Dominion like wildfire, reaching the core worlds within hours. The impossible had happened. A primitive world had not only survived the decay virus, but had used it to evolve into something that could disable an entire invasion fleet without firing a shot. High Overlord Vexathana, Supreme Commander of the Dominion's military forces, received the report in the throne room of the capital ship Eternal Conquest. Her four arms gestured dismissively as she processed what Kextha was telling her through the quantum communicator. "You're claiming that these humans defeated our most advanced fleet using nothing but enhanced brain waves?" she asked, her voice dripping with skepticism. "High Overlord, I know how it sounds," Kextha replied from his crippled flagship, still trapped in Earth's solar system. "But they've somehow learned to manipulate quantum fields directly. They're affecting matter across interplanetary distances using only their consciousness. They've become something we've never encountered before." Vexathana's expression hardened. The Dominion had ruled for over 1,000 years by ensuring that no species could challenge their technological superiority. If word spread that humans had defeated them so easily, it could inspire rebellions across their empire. "I'm dispatching the Annihilation Fleet," she declared. "Whatever these humans have become, they will not be permitted to threaten Dominion supremacy. We will sterilize their entire solar system if necessary." Back on Earth, the collective human consciousness was already aware of this decision. Through the quantum field that now connected every enhanced human mind, they could perceive the massive fleet assembling in distant star systems. 500 Dominion warships, each capable of destroying planets, were preparing to ensure that humanity's evolution came to an abrupt end. Dr. Elizabeth Hartwell stood in the CERN facility, which had become an impromptu coordination center for humanity's quantum consciousness network. Around her, scientists from across the globe worked together through their shared awareness, their enhanced minds pushing the boundaries of what was possible. "The approaching fleet is unlike anything the first group sent," she announced to the collective consciousness. "These ships are specifically designed for complete planetary annihilation. They won't make the mistake of trying to preserve Earth for colonization." Dr. Sarah Chen, her consciousness now seamlessly linked with medical and biological experts worldwide, made a disturbing discovery. "The virus that enhanced us is still evolving," she reported. "Our analysis shows that it was designed to adapt and improve based on the host species' needs. We're not done changing." This revelation sparked a wave of excitement and concern through the global consciousness network. Humans around the world began reporting new abilities. Some could perceive electromagnetic spectra beyond normal vision. Others found they could process information at superhuman speeds, and a growing number discovered they could manipulate matter at the molecular level. In Moscow, Dr. Alexei Volkov found he could restructure materials by manipulating their atomic bonds directly. In Sydney, Dr. Rebecca Morrison discovered she could generate and control plasma fields. Most remarkably, in New Delhi, Dr. Priya Sharma realized that groups of enhanced humans could create stable wormholes in space-time. "We're becoming something beyond current human understanding," Dr. Hartwell told the collective. "But we have weeks at most before the Dominion fleet arrives. We need to decide what we're going to do with these abilities." The debate that followed occurred across 8 billion connected minds simultaneously. Some humans argued for hiding, for taking their enhanced abilities and fleeing to distant stars before the Dominion could find them. Others proposed attempting communication, hoping to negotiate a peaceful resolution. But the majority of the collective consciousness reached a different conclusion, one that would have seemed impossible just days earlier. If the Dominion was willing to commit genocide to maintain their empire, then perhaps it was time for their empire to end. Maria Santos, the teacher from São Paulo who had first experienced the consciousness connection, became one of the voices advocating for action. "We didn't ask for this war," she transmitted to the global network. "But they brought it to us, and they're threatening to destroy our entire world. We have the power to defend ourselves and others. Don't we have a responsibility to use it?" The decision was made through a process of collective deliberation that occurred faster than any traditional democracy could manage. Humanity would not flee or hide. They would meet the Dominion fleet in space and demonstrate once and for all that their age of conquest was over. Dr. James Rodriguez, working with quantum physicists across the globe, made the breakthrough that would change everything. "We can create stable wormholes large enough for human passage," he announced to the collective consciousness. "We don't need spacecraft to reach them. We can travel through space directly." Within hours, the first groups of enhanced humans were stepping through quantum portals that deposited them in the void between Earth and Mars. Protected by biofields generated through their conscious manipulation of matter, they could survive in the vacuum of space. More importantly, they could move through space-time itself, traveling faster than light by riding the quantum consciousness network that now connected them across any distance. When the Dominion's annihilation fleet arrived at the edge of Earth's solar system, they expected to find a primitive world waiting helplessly for destruction. Instead, they found thousands of humans already in space, moving between their ships like living missiles guided by pure thought. High Commander Zixara, leader of the Annihilation Fleet, watched his sensors in disbelief as humans began materializing inside his supposedly impenetrable ships. "How are they penetrating our shields?" he demanded of his tactical officers. "Sir, they're not going around our defenses," came the terrified reply. "They're stepping through quantum dimensions directly. Our shields are designed to stop physical projectiles and energy weapons, not beings that can manipulate space-time itself." The enhanced humans moved through the Dominion fleet like ghosts made solid, their consciousness network allowing perfect coordination across hundreds of ships simultaneously. They didn't destroy the vessels. Instead, they systematically disabled every weapon system, every communication array, and every life support backup. Within the flagship, High Commander Zixara found himself face-to-face with a group of humans who had materialized on his bridge. The being who spoke for them appeared to be a middle-aged woman, but the quantum fields surrounding her made reality shimmer like water. "I am Dr. Chen," she said, her words somehow understandable despite the language barrier. "We are here to offer you a choice." "Impossible!" Zixara snarled, reaching for his weapon only to find that his hand wouldn't obey his commands. The humans were somehow interfering with his nervous system directly. "Your empire has spread across the galaxy by destroying species that couldn't defend themselves," Dr. Chen continued. "You've conquered worlds and enslaved civilizations because you believed strength gave you the right. But strength has limits, and yours has been exceeded. Through the quantum consciousness network, every human in space spoke with one voice. The age of the Dominion is over. You can choose to evolve beyond conquest, or you can choose to fall. But you will no longer be permitted to destroy innocent worlds." High Commander Zixara, trapped on his own bridge with his fleet disabled around him, realized that the Dominion was facing an enemy unlike any in their history. These humans hadn't just evolved beyond his species' ability to destroy them, they had evolved beyond the need for traditional warfare altogether. "What do you want?" he asked, his 4 eyes wide with a fear he had never experienced in centuries of conquest. "We want peace," Dr. Chen replied. "But if you cannot give us peace, we will take it. Your choice is simple. Help us build a galaxy where species are free to grow and develop without fear, or watch your empire crumble as every enslaved world learns what we have learned." The quantum consciousness network, that had begun as humanity's defense mechanism, was about to become something far greater. Through the enhanced humans scattered across space, The knowledge of quantum consciousness manipulation would spread to every oppressed species in the galaxy. The virus that had been meant to destroy Earth was about to spark a revolution that would transform the entire universe. As the Dominion fleet hung powerless in space, surrounded by humans who could reshape reality with their thoughts, the galaxy prepared for a new age. The time of empire and conquest was ending. The time of collective consciousness and cooperative evolution was about to begin. Admiral Kextha, watching from his own disabled ship, transmitted a final message to the Dominion core worlds. The humans have won. But more than that, they've shown us what we could become if we stopped being conquerors and started being partners. The choice is ours: evolve or become extinct. Humanity had taken its first step into a larger universe, not as conquerors, but as liberators. The virus that had been sent to destroy them had instead given them the power to free the galaxy itself. The greatest adventure in human history was just beginning.